If you're confused about what's actually happening with the Galaxy S26 Ultra and just want straight answers, this is for you. I've got 5 solid updates lined up today, and a couple of them really don't match what most people were expecting. We'll clear your doubts one by one. You're watching Tech Torch, I'm Sal. Let's jump in with the feature everyone keeps asking about. First, the star of the show, the new privacy display. Up to now, the narrative has been that this is the signature feature of the S26 Ultra, but what if that's not the full story? New findings suggest this privacy display might not stay Ultra exclusive and that the other two S26 models could be getting in on it as well. Here's where that hint comes from. Josh Skinner grabbed Samsung's Tips app that was specifically built for the S26 Plus and using a spoofing module installed it on an older Galaxy phone. When he opened it up, he saw the same privacy display animation and the same descriptive text we already saw inside the S26 Ultra's Tips app. Seeing that identical explanation in an app targeted at the Plus is a strong sign Samsung doesn't plan to lock this feature just to the Ultra, and that lines up with a recent report out of South Korea claiming all three S26 models will offer the privacy display, not only the Ultra. But before you expect it to roll back to older phones, there's a hard limit. This does not mean previous Galaxy devices, including the S25 Ultra, will get it down the line. The privacy display depends on hardware and specifically uses Samsung's FlexMagic Pixel OLED panel. You can't simply flip this on via software. If the display doesn't use that panel, no update is going to add the feature. The screen itself has to support it. Next, let's move to the camera, because the new 24-megapixel mode coming with the S26 lineup has some twists. This mode is staying exclusive to the S26 series. Even after One UI 8.5 rolls out, older devices, including the entire S25 family, won't receive it, despite the camera hardware not changing all that much. There's still no official reason given. Honestly, your guess is as good as mine, but the obvious explanation is that Samsung wants you on the S26 lineup. Locking certain features to new hardware is the easiest way to drive upgrades. Ice Universe does share useful specifics though. This 24-megapixel mode works for both normal photos and portrait mode, so it's not limited to one shooting style. And the results sound impressive. According to Ice Universe, images from the 24-megapixel mode look clearly better than what you get from Expert RAW, and surprisingly, they even outperform the default 12-megapixel mode. So that raises the logical question, if this mode is that good, why not just make 24-megapixel the default setting on the S26? There's a catch. The 24-megapixel mode takes about 3 seconds to finish processing after you press the shutter, while 12-megapixel shots are effectively instant. That delay makes it less practical for quick everyday snaps, but when you want the best possible photo, it's a strong option. You'll need Samsung's Camera Assistant app to enable it, and once you switch it on there, the 24-megapixel option will appear directly in the main camera app. Now, let's talk charging, because the numbers around the S26 Ultra's move to 60-watt wired charging are odd. Ice Universe says Samsung's internal tests show the S26 Ultra going from 0 to 75% in 30 minutes under lab conditions. Sounds decent until you compare it with the S25 Ultra and its 45-watt figures. The S25 Ultra already manages roughly 0 to 72% in the same 30 minutes at 45 watts, so a jump of 15 watts only adding about 3% doesn't really line up. Realistically, you'd expect something closer to around 85% in that window. That suggests either the numbers we're seeing aren't quite right or they're not being reported in a fully accurate way. I'll update you as soon as clearer data lands. Next, about that leaked video of the S26 Ultra sitting in a retail box that's been circulating everywhere, let's be clear, that device is not genuine, it's a clone. There's also another image from a seller showing the same kind of unit. These third-party clones are made by random manufacturers, usually in China, before the real phone even launches. They're based purely on leaks, rumors, and early renders, which is why they always look slightly off if you know what to check. So no, that is not the real S26 Ultra. The actual phone will look significantly better than what you're seeing in those clips and images, and we'll have the real hardware in hand once Samsung officially unveils it. Finally, let's lock in the launch date. A recent Korean report said the Unpacked event for the S26 lineup would happen on February 25th, and now Evan Blass, the original heavyweight leaker, has backed that up. February 25th is the day Samsung will officially reveal these phones, with availability expected a couple of weeks later in early March. Now, here's the kicker. With the S26 Ultra, Samsung's about to do something unexpected, and honestly, it's not a positive move. If you want the full breakdown of what that is and why it matters, click on the next video on your screen, and I'll walk you through all of it there.